I actually think that South Africa belongs to Nigerians, and if you want to argue that, just argue in the comment sections. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, man. Welcome back. If you are coming back, welcome back. If you are new here, welcome, baby. This is home from now on. I believe it's gonna be home for you. First of all, just want to express how grateful I am. From last week, I'm standing on 10 subscribers. I don't know how I got to this point, man. I don't know how I got here, but I got here at the end of the day, and I'm super grateful. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel up to so far. I am very much grateful. I mean, I started this channel last month. Why am I saying last year? Last month in Feb. And it's only March now, but to see this type of growth really encourages me to do more. I mean, this week I was feeling so tired because of work, and I had thought that I'm not doing any videos for this week. So usually I would do videos on like Fridays or Saturdays. What I actually meant is that I record on Fridays or Saturdays and then publish videos on Tuesdays or Thursdays. And for this week, I had thought like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm just tired because this week had hands. One thing about this week, it had hands. So I thought I'm not doing it, right? I'm not doing these videos, but because of these 10 subscribers, I was like, I actually need to respect my subscribers, and I need to give them the 2 videos that I promised them each week, right? I've never said it vocally, but it is a rule that I put for myself to release 2 videos a week, and I'm gonna keep to it, especially now that I see my channel is growing. And I'm so grateful to you guys, and I do think you deserve these videos, all right? And this is what I'm going to give you. If you have OCD, I'm so sorry. I have to apologize for this shadow over here. I don't know if it's going to trigger anyone's OCD, but if it does, I really do apologize. I am using a study lamp for lighting because my lighting in here is not really the greatest. If this lamp was not on, then I would be in a very dark place, right? So it does this shadow, and there's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately, and I'm so sorry for that. Let's get into today's video. Now today I'm speaking about Nigerians. Nigerians have our country, man. Nigerians have this country as theirs, and I feel like it's time we accept it. We have to accept it sooner rather than later, because it is happening. It is the general truth, the general consensus, or whatever it is, and the sooner we accept, the better. Because I feel like we are living in denial. We are seeing what is happening in South Africa, but I feel like we are denying the facts, and we are denying the truth that we are seeing with both our eyes. These people have our country, and I feel like at some point we will have to fight for our country. I mean, there's a country that fought for Nigerians to be banned from their country. I think they can no longer enter that country, and they can no longer be certified citizens of the country. And it's to such an extent, I understand, man. Look, I'm coming from work today, and I'm like, let me go on YouTube and see what's happening, because I just came from work. I was just doing something to eat for myself, and I just decided to go on YouTube, and I find Owami's video. A lot of you might know who Owami is, a South African blogger, an entertainment blogger, by the way, does news commentary, trending topics and whatever. And today she had posted a video speaking about an ordained king, an ordained Nigerian king, but ordained in South Africa. You can laugh, it's fine. Like, I understand, you can laugh. I mean, that was my reaction as well when I had the news from Owami. And I was like, what the hell is happening? First of all, what the hell is happening in South Africa? Secondly, what the hell is wrong with Nigerians? Apparently, a king was ordained, a Nigerian king was ordained. But also, what's funny about this, he was not ordained to be like a South African king. He is a Nigerian king ruling under the Nigerian laws or something like that. But like, hold on that, I'm not really sure if he is operating under Nigerian laws, but I do know that this whole process was done here in South Africa in the Eastern Cape. My thing is, why are you doing it in South Africa? And when she explains the reason behind this whole nonsense, yes, it is nonsense, please. When she explained the reason for this happening, she's like, they did this so that this king can protect Nigerians who live in South Africa. And I'm like, hold on. Firstly, protect them from what? Or protect them from who even? Like, what is it that you guys need protection from? Who is it that you guys need protection from? Like, if we are that much of a threat to you, is it not an indication that you're at the wrong place? Like, if you enter into a place and you see, no, these people are actually a threat to me, is that not an indication you see maybe you're at the wrong place or maybe you're lost? I don't know, maybe help me where you can. Maybe I'm the one who's not understanding this, but how can a Nigerian king come into South Africa, be ordained as a Nigerian king in a foreign country? What the hell do you mean? It's actually funny, but it is a concern. It is a concern, and I fear for the future of South Africa, man. Like, okay, first of all, I was introduced to like the concept of Nigerians being in South Africa in 2019. So I came to Joburg 2019, and the first place I saw Nigerians was at Bram. I used to go to Bram a lot. I used to do a lot of thrifting in Bram. I used to do my hair in Bram. I used to go to church in Bram. So I would see them, and I mean, we were students by then, and they would shell us a lot, and they would actually irritate me because, okay, let me not try to be insensitive, but they would irritate me because they have that thing, man. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but they have this annoying aura to them because, I mean, they sound Nigerian, they do sound Nigerian, and they have like, I don't know how to explain it in English. I wish I had the words to like say it in English, but and as people, I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan of them, especially the men and how they would shell us as young students being in Joburg for the first time. It would be so unpleasant, and they would make it so uncomfortable for us to a point where I was like, actually, these people are horrible people. And from those experiences only, and that's where I started looking at them with that ayuguti, can they just get out of my way? And I remember staying in Bramley, not necessarily in Bramley, but in a place just next door, just outside of Bramley, right? And there was a lot of Nigerians there, including so I was staying at a commune, and in that commune there were also Nigerians there, a lot of them, by the way, and it would be men, and I'd say they're women or their wives or whatever. Those people are loud. I'm a loud person by nature, I do agree. You can't take that away from me, but Nigerians are hella loud, and man, these people have that aura. I'm repeating myself, I know, but I'm just trying to get this point across that these people are not likable. Well, at least for me, and banale. Like, please, please. So I used to stay with them, and upon me arriving there, I didn't know that there were Nigerians in that house, hence I could stay in that house. I don't even think I would stay there had I known, but I didn't know. I only found out while I was staying there and after paying rent. They made my stay so uncomfortable. First of all, I would work on Sundays, and some other Sundays I would come back home. They would play loud music, they would be so loud, and they love gatherings. They love to be together in one space, and they love making noise. The noise they make, the way they speak. I mean, I ended up doing some research. Why do these people shout so much? Because they have this thing, like they can't speak, they have to shout whenever they speak. I did some research, but it was not like formal research. It was just me wondering, And then I found out which I don't know if it's true, right? I found out that in Nigeria they use a lot of generators, and because of generators being loud, they end up shouting to each other when they speak to each other, right? So when they speak, they can't hear each other because of the loud generators. So now they have to shout over each other. And I said it makes actual sense. I said it makes sense. It makes sense. Those people are loud. Like there's being loud, there's me loud, and then there's Nigerians. Nigerians are so loud and they would make you stay uncomfortable. They made mine uncomfortable. I ended up moving at that place, I think after 3 months or so, because I couldn't take it anymore. It was so much for me. It was just too much. I couldn't take it. And also, they have that sense of ownership, man. And I'm saying this because I saw it not from one person, but from a couple of Nigerians that I've seen. They like using money to control women, and they end up having that power to control women because now they support them. I've seen a lot of sisters, a lot of South African sisters who date Nigerians falling into this trap. Nigerians are going to give you money, they're going to support you financially, take care of you, and in exchange, they would actually control you. And I've seen this happen with a lot of our sisters here, and blame everyone at the end of the day, because what the hell are you doing with a Nigerian man? You know, like rather suffer no tabo. Rather suffer no tabo, baby girl. Puma even. But what I actually made this video is to actually ask a question, are we actually losing our country to Nigerians? Because it seems like they rule the world. I mean, Nala Ibram, I lived with a lot of them, and Bramley belongs to Nigerians, actually. I should say it. Bramley belongs to Nigerians, from the businesses that are there to just people around the streets. Parks there are full of Nigerians. The schools there, I mean, I would see school drop-offs, and I would see Nigerian parents dropping off their children in schools there around Bramley. And I'm asking myself, Uguti, in the next coming years, are we still going to have ownership of South Africa? Because now, khona labantwana who are Nigerian children growing in South Africa, they are schooling here, they're getting educated here, they will grow up here, and should they be successful, I mean, their success would in a way belong to South Africa, because South Africa is who made them or what made them. So obviously they would work in South Africa, they would contribute to the GDP in South Africa, they would pay that in South Africa, and they might end up opening like lucrative businesses here in South Africa. So with this, does it mean that we are losing Nigerians? Does it mean that a lot of them are going to flock into this country, and are we actually going to lose South Africa in the hands of Nigerians? It is a question that I'm asking myself, because these people are dominating right now. They are really dominating, and it feels like the country belongs to them even now. So I'm asking myself, what's going to happen when these people, or when their children actually grow and become lucrative people towards the South African GDP? What's going to happen when they end up having lucrative businesses and running businesses that actually contribute positively to the economy? Because one thing I've noticed about them, and that's one thing I'd always give to them, they are so good in business. But also, I'm like, are they good in business? Because I mean, they can't work here, they don't have permits to work here. So are they good in business because it's the only thing they can do? Or really, are they good in business because really maybe they were wired like that from Nigeria, which business is the way? Because a lot of Nigerians are not in our workplaces. It's actually, well, in my opinion, it's actually other people from other foreign nations who are hired to work, who are like employees in our workspaces. But in terms of Nigerians, a lot of them, I feel like they own businesses, and a lot of them, I feel like they are business minded, and that is something maybe they can teach us. We would really appreciate that knowledge from them, because they do know how to run businesses. I mean, a lot of them rent business spaces a CBD. I mean, in the CBD, it's a lot of them. In the CBD, even the thrifting, some of the thrifting is CBD. I know by that side, not only by that side, actually, the thrifting in the CBD, it's just Nigerians, to be honest with you. I mean, from that side, there's a park station, you're going towards MTN there. Even in Bram, some stores are owned by Nigerians. Well, a lot of stores are owned by Nigerians. Abram, a lot of stores are owned by Nigerians in the CBD. They are business-minded people. They are business-minded people. That one I'll have to give them. And for that, in Shemnya Bashayeli Zanda, they do good in business, and business abayalasta. I don't know if it's maybe lento yamakula yoguti, they gather capital together and they help each other open stores and open businesses. I don't know if they also do that, but if they do, I mean, great minds for them, and that I give to them, that I do give to them. So yeah, I just want to know in the comment section, what do you think about Nigerians taking over this country, and do you see what I'm seeing? I would say this country might actually end up belonging to them. I mean, Bramley is owned by them. Bramley is their town, and I do know that there's a lot of towns that are like that. But I do know that there are a lot of towns here in South Africa that are like Bramley, where Nigerians are dominating. I went home early last year around May, stayed at home for like the rest of the year, from May to December. Yeah, from May to early December. Stayed at home. I was surprised to see actually a lot of foreigners at our townships. When I left home in 2019, it wasn't like that. There was not a lot of foreigners living in Hammanskraal, but now there's more and more Nigerians there, and I want to say in the CBD, I mean, I know houses in Bramley that are owned by Nigerians. I know houses in Bramley that are owned by Nigerians. So yeah, the contract says it, but I do want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Kindly comment down below. Tell me what you think about this topic, and let me know if you share the same sentiments as me, or if you do have opposing facts, please do share them in the comment section below. I'd really like to hear your thoughts on this. See you on the next video. Love you so much. Peace.